Hello everyone, welcome back to another amazing Power BI video. Many of us often get confused about when to use the DAX functions related table and lookup value. And this is a common question in Power BI interviews as well. So in this video, I will clear all your doubts. We will discuss what each of these function does, their use cases and when to use which one. So make sure you watch the video till the end and all your doubts will be cleared. So let's get started. So here you can see that data set for the practical. So here we have two dimension table which are product and customer, and in center we have fact table sales. And here you can see the relationship between the all three tables. So from product ID table we have product ID column, and in the sales table we have product ID column. So based on product ID column we created the relationship between product and sales table. In the sales table we have customer ID column, and in the customer table we have customer ID column. So based on customer ID column we created a relationship between sales and customer table. Now let me show you the relationship in the model view. So here you can see that in center we have fact table which is sales, and customer is a dimension table. So we created relationship between customer and sales table based on customer ID. And here you can see that we have another dimension table which is product. So based on product ID column we created relationship between sales and product table. Now let me show you the cardinality between the tables. So first I will show you the cardinality between sales and product table. So double click on the relationship line, and here you can see that cardinality is many to one. So many is from sales side because one customer can order multiple products. So that's the reason in the sales table we have multiple records of the customer, and sales is the fact table. And one is from product table side because product is dimension table. So here we have unique products. Now let me show you the cardinality between customer and sales table. So here you can see that cardinality is many to one. Many is from sales table side and one is from customer side because in the customer table we have unique customer data. Now let's start from related DAX function. See the definition. It returns a related value from another table where a many to one relationship exists from the many side. See the syntax. Related, and it support only single parameter which is column name. See the use case used when you want to bring in a column from a lookup dimension table into the fact table. And now understand when to use. When you are on the many side of the relationship and you want to fetch a single value from the one side lookup table. So now understand the use case and when to use through example. So suppose you have dimension and fact tables, and between dimension and fact tables you have relationship, and you want to fetch the product name and customer name from the dimension table into fact table. So in that scenario you can use the related DAX function. So here you can see that when to use. When you are on the many side of the relationship, that means fact table, and you want to fetch a single value means dimension table values from the on-site lookup table. So these are the lookup table, product and customer. Now we will create a to calculate column in the sales table and we will fetch product name and customer name from the product and customer dimension table. So to create a calculate columns, right click on the sales data set and select new column. And after that you can write this DAX code related underscore customer name. This is the calculate column name equal to related DAX function, and inside it we pass the customer name which is coming from customer table which is dimension table. And after that click on commit, and now we will see the output for the customer name. So here you can see that related DAX function fetch the customer name from the dimension table into fact table. So now understand the output. So if you see here, customer ID is C1 and here you can see the customer name is Alice. And if you go to the customer table, so here you can see that for the customer ID C1, here you can see that customer name is Alice. So this is the use case for the related DAX function. Now we will create another calculate column to fetch the product name from the dimension table into fact table. So right click on the dataset name, select new column, and here we will provide the column name related underscore product name equal to related, and it support only single parameter which is column name. So here from the product table we will fetch the product name into fact table, and after that click on commit. And now we will use new calculate column in the table visual to see the product name. So here you can see that we successfully fetched the product name from the dimension table. So now we will cross check the result. So here you can see that product ID is P1, and for the P1 it is showing the laptop. So now we will check the same value in the dimension table. So here you can see that product ID is P1, and here you can see their product name is laptop. So I hope you understand in which scenario you will use related DAX function. Now understand the related table DAX function. It returns a table of related rows from another table from one to many relationship. So this is the main point for the related table DAX function. To use the related table DAX function, relationship should be exist between the fact or dimension table. If there is no relationship between the tables, related table DAX function will not work, and relationship coordinate type should be the one to many or many to one. Both are same, and it works one to many side. So that means in the related table, we will create a calculate column in the dimension table, and will fetch the all related rows from the many side, means from the fact table into dimension table. And if you remember related DAX, here you can see that many to one relationship, means related DAX function works many to one side. And if you remember in the sales table, we created two calculate columns and fetch the rated values from the dimension table into fact table. So that's why we mention here many to one. In the related table case, it works one to many side. So here we will create a calculate columns in the dimension table and will pull the related rows from the fact table into dimension table. So that's why we mention here one to many. And in both DAX function, related and related table, relationship should be mandatory between the fact or dimension table, and it should be one to many or many to one side. Now understand the use case used when you want to perform aggregation or calculation over all related rows in a fact table from the lookup table. Lookup table means dimension table. So as I already explained you, in the related table DAX function, we will create a calculate column in the dimension table and will pull the all related rows from the fact table into dimension table. And see the use case when you are on the one side, means dimension side of the relationship, and want to fetch all related rows from the many side, means from the fact table, often for aggregation. Now we will add one calculate column in the customer table, and we will pull all customer sales from the fact table into dimension table against each customer ID. So for that, right click on the customer dataset name and select new column. And after that, you can write this DAX code. So here relative table underscore total sales is the calculate column name, and after that we use SUMX DAX function, and it supports two parameters. So in the first parameter we pass the related table, and inside it we pass the sales table name, and in the second parameter we pass the sales table sales amount column name. So here related table sales, it returns a table of all related rows from the sales table for the current row in the customer table, because there is a relationship between customer table and sales table. And here SumX is an iterator function that goes row by row through the related sales records written by related table and then sums the value in the sales amount column. After that, click on commit and now we will check the result of the related table. So in the customer table, we will add new related table calculate columns. So here you can see the output for the related table total sales calculate column. Now we will verify the result of the related table total sales with sales table. So in the sales table for the customer ID C5 we have two records. So here you can see that for the first record we have 1000 sales and for the second record we have 650 sales. So 1000 plus 650 equal to 1650 and here you can see the related table total sales result is equal to 1650 against the customer ID C5. So I hope you understand how related table DAX works and in which scenario you can use the related table DAX function and how it is different from the related DAX function. Now we will understand lookup value DAX function. It searches a column for a value and returns a corresponding value from the same row. See the syntax for lookup value. Lookup value pass the result column name which you want. Then in the second parameter pass the search column name and in the third parameter pass the search value. In same way you can pass the multiple search column name and search value. See the use case used to fetch a value from a table based on column matching. Can be used even without relationship. So this is the main advantage of lookup value DAX function. It doesn't require relationship between the tables. And if you remember, related and related table required relationship between the tables. So that's why lookup value DAX function is slightly different from related and related table. When to use? When there is no relationship or you prefer not to use one. When performing a lookup like operation similar to Excel's VLOOKUP. Now we will add a calculate column in the sales table and will fetch category value from the product table based on matching product IDs in both table. So for that, right click on the sales dataset name and select new column. And after that, you can write this DAX code. So here lookup value underscore category is the calculate column name. After that, we use lookup value DAX function. And in the result, we want category which is coming from product table. And then based on matching product IDs in the product table and sales table, it will return the category. And after that, click on commit. And now we will verify the result of the column. So you can see here for the product ID 1, it is showing technology. So we will check the same in the product table. And here you can see that for the product ID P1, category is technology. Now we will verify this can be used even without relationship. So we will delete relationship between product and sales table and we will check the result. So just ignore this. This one is for the related and related DAX function require the relationship. We will check for the lookup value. And here you can see that still it is showing the categories. So that means lookup value DAX function doesn't require relationship between the tables. Based on matching values, it will return the result. In same way, you can pass the multiple matching column here by comma separated like this. So let's suppose in product table, you want to match the value with other column. Let's suppose A, and in the sales table, we have matching columns B. So in this scenario, what lookup value DAX function does? So first, it will check for the product table product ID and sales table product ID columns and will check the matching product IDs. Then it will check the product table A column and sales table B column and will check the matching records, and based on that it will return the result. So in same way you can pass the multiple columns to return the perfect result. That's all for this video. Hope you are now clearly understand how the DAX functions related table and lookup value work, their use cases and how they differ from each other. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel for more Power BI videos. See you in the next video. Thank you.